Stockholm, Sweden. The Swedish capital is revered across the globe for its high standards of living and exceptional social welfare system. So it's no surprise the Safe Cities Index, SCI, scores at 83.7 for environmental security and 87.3 for infrastructure, with an overall mark of 78 out of 100. However, petty crime does exist here and visitors should be aware of pickpockets operating in tourist-heavy areas. Often nicknamed the Ice Queen, Stockholm is a glorious winter wonderland in the colder months and is a top city destination for snowy getaways and Christmas markets. Ahead of the summer solstice in June, many Swedes leave the capital and head to islands such as Vaxholm and Sandom to celebrate the traditional Midsummer Eve festival. This could be a good time to enjoy a quieter city and explore the rainbow-colored houses of the Gamla Stan, or Old Town. Melbourne, Australia. Taking 9th spot, the capital of Australia's Victoria State has been in the top 10 of the safest cities 4 times in a row since the index began in 2015. It continues to lead in the health security section, scoring highly for emergency services, availability, and quality of public healthcare and pandemic preparedness. Unlike other cities of this size, muggings are low here and the crime rates moderate. Known for a mix of European-esque cafe culture and America-style street networks, Melbourne is considered one of the world's coolest cities. Like Sydney, it has a beautiful botanic garden, home to the Aboriginal Heritage Walk, and the arts scene is big here with the National Gallery of Victoria and an array of street art to explore. The food scene is second to none too, and if you are looking for the safest neighborhoods to stay in, head east. 9th. Hong Kong, China. One of the world's most populated regions, Hong Kong has long been a hectic, yet highly organized city. In recent years, the region has hit the headlines for political clashes between protesters and police, but the risk to visitors is generally low, with the city ranking first in the SCI for infrastructure security. It's also one of the top performers for health security, with high scores for availability of public and private healthcare. Known for its gravity-defying skyscrapers, glittering harbor, and thronging streets packed with shops and bazaars, Hong Kong is an ultra-modern city interspersed with history and Chinese tradition. Its street food stalls pull in both residents and travelers, and both modern and traditional tea houses embrace the art of the Chinese tea ceremony. Big hitting sites include the Man Mo Temple, junk boat harbor tours, and Victoria Peak, the city's highest vantage point. Wellington, the compact capital of New Zealand, scores 79 on the SCI list, topping the board for environmental security thanks to scoring highly for sustainable energy, urban forest cover, and air quality. With moderate crime levels, the city draws in visitors who want the best of both worlds, a city buzz with plenty of culture and easy reach of the great outdoors. It's no surprise it also ranks in the top 15 cities for its quality of life. Dubbed the Gateway to the South Island, most travelers come to Wellington to enjoy its museums, coffee, and craft beer before hitting the surrounding coastline, mountains and villages for wineries, beaches, and outdoor adventure. The Museum of New Zealand Te Papa Tongarua is a great place to swat up on Mora culture, while Mountain Victoria Lookout and signature Red Wellington cable car which takes you from Lambton Quay to the Botanic Gardens are key attractions. Amsterdam, the Netherlands. Known to attract as many as 20 million annual visitors, Amsterdam is one of the most popular European city destinations for both business and leisure travelers, and its safety only adds to its appeal. It scores 79.3 out of 100 in the SCI, achieving an especially high score for personal security, and is one of 3 European cities in the index's top 10. With its eccentric museums, first-class art galleries, and network of canals, the Dutch capital is a popular weekend destination for many Europeans. Ranked in the top 11 cities for quality of life, joint with Sydney, this is a unique, must-see city with big-hitting sites like the Van Gogh Museum, lively Albert Cuyp Market, and Rijksmuseum, dedicated to Dutch arts and history. With more bikes here than people, cycling is of course the transport of choice. Tokyo, Japan. Tokyo has consistently ranked in the top 10 safest cities in the size reports and comes in first in the health security category, scoring highly for the quality and availability of public and private healthcare. Although pickpocketing may occasionally occur here, especially in busy, tourist-heavy hotspots, the crime rates have been falling for well over a decade. Famous for its karaoke bars and rich culinary scene, Tokyo is rarely a dull place to be, and your visit can be as wacky as you want it. Explore manga-themed cafes dedicated to Japanese graphic novels, seek out whiskey dens and hit the neon-lit shopping district known as Akihabara, gem-packed with shops devoted to video games, electronics, anime, and manga. The Eiffel Tower-inspired Tokyo Tower and commercial center known as Shibuya with its iconic pedestrian crossing are also must-see sights. Sydney, Australia. Scoring a very respectable 80.1 points, Sydney ranks as the 4th safest city in the world on this list. And with the highest score in the digital security category, Sydney has also shown to be very tech-driven. A new smart city strategic framework has been adopted by the local government to help it become one of the planet's most innovative and livable cities. Sydney has one of the most gem-packed arts and cultural programs on the planet. You'll find endless galleries, museums, and cultural attractions to explore, from the Museum of Contemporary Art to the walking tours unearthing the country's Aboriginal heritage. Sydneysiders pride themselves on their coffee and food scene, and the views of the harbour, whether from the bar of the iconic Opera House or the Royal Botanic Gardens, are incredible. Singapore. Ranking highly for digital, health and infrastructure security, Singapore has continuously fared well in the SCI and takes 3rd place in this instance. Thanks to the city's abundance of CCTV cameras, tough penalties, and weapons bans, the crime rate here is extremely low. The quality of life is also high, with Singapore recognized as the best city in Asia to live. Singapore may be one of the most densely populated cities, but it's well set up for visitors, with its super speedy light railway, providing a very handy way to get around. Eating out here ranges from the tasty dishes you'll pick up from local street hawkers to the finest Michelin-starred restaurants on earth. Its UNESCO-listed Singapore Botanic Gardens and incredible Gardens by the Bay are just 2 of its unmissable sights. Toronto, Canada. Toronto often tops the charts as one of the best places to live. With dozens of nature walks and plenty of public parks, it's one of the cleanest of the big cities, scoring highly for environmental security. This young-spirited, cosmopolitan spot has never left the top 10 of the safest cities index since the report launched in 2015 and comes just 0.2 points behind the leader this time. Known for its scenic waterfront location on Lake Ontario and impressive skyline punctuated by the spear-like CN Tower, Canada's largest city appears on many travel wish lists. Aside from world-class museums and plenty of cultural events, the craft breweries, top restaurants, and Hockey Hall of Fame are well worth a visit. With plenty of parks and an archipelago of islands close by, the great outdoors is just on its doorstep too. Copenhagen, Denmark. With impressively low crime rates and ranking in the top 10 for quality of living, Copenhagen tops the list as the safest city in Europe and the world, scoring 82.4 points out of 100 in the annual report. With violence rare here, it's also given top marks in the personal security category and is 3rd for both digital and infrastructure security. Reputed for being one of the happiest places on the planet thanks to its excellent social security and 37-hour working week, Denmark has lots going for it. The historic sites of the historical Nyhavn Harbor, with its colorful townhouses, glorious Amalienborg Palace and the magical Tivoli Gardens are just some of the sights that add to this city's appeal.